Aloha mai kako, e komo mai the curtain call, a weekly program of reviews, previews, interviews, and features of and with the great art and artists on Maui and beyond. I'm Paul James Brown. Mele Kaliki Maka e Haoli Makahiki Ho is looking more and more like Christmas every day. Drive around and see some of the most outrageous over-the-top displays anywhere in America. Maui people really know how to go over the top for the holiday. This one tradition has kept this country, and the world for that matter, on its toes, literally and figuratively. I, of course, am referring to Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky's The Nutcracker Ballet. So how did this 19th century Russian ballet, based on a short story by Alexander Dumas from 1844, The Nutcracker, which was taken from the E.T.A. Hoffman's 1812 story The Nutcracker and the Prince, become as traditional as Santa Claus and the Grinch? When it premiered in 1892, it was not successful. The music was appreciated, but the ballet, not so much. Then in 1954, the Russian expatriate George Balanchine staged it for the New York City Ballet. It was so popular that the company programmed it for every December thereafter. Well, success, as they say, breeds success, and soon every professional company and dance school in the country were presenting a version of this holiday masterpiece. Not only because it takes place on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but also because it is family-friendly and visually sumptuous, has no language barrier, sports a large cast perfect for student dancers, and is easy to market as a holiday event. Its popularity has ensured many a company's financial success, as the season is the savior of the retail section of the economy. Here on Maui, we have not one, but two companies that present this annual classic. The one you can still see is Momentum Dance Maui, whose artistic director, Kathleen McKeon, is our most experienced ballet teacher. They have been doing their unique take on this holiday tradition since 2021. I called it Nutcracker Light, but this year they are doing the traditional story, complete with the jealous brother Fritz, Aliyah Jackman, and his goody two-shoes sister, Clara Orikasa, at the Saturday matinee performance I saw. Also cast as Clara is Tori Higuchi. She will be performing Clara for next Saturday's evening show at the historic Iau Theater. Aaron Pardini, who owned Herr Drosselmeyer for the last 2 years, has gone on to bigger things on the mainland. So this year, we have one of Maui's finest actors, Francis Taua, stepping into the cape and magic gloves. Unlike other Nutcrackers where Drosselmeyer is gone after Act 1, Mr. Taua got to accompany the travelers on their journeys into Candyland, and he shows up at the end as well. Again, Eli Hagrenes plays Hans in the party scene, Herr Drosselmeyer's +1, and the Nutcracker in the rap ballet, and then the Prince. Master Hagrenes is a year older, and he has matured. At the end of the first act, Jackie Doucette has built a pas de deux for he and Miss Orikasa, which featured some pretty spectacular lifts, and his leaps were Jordan-esque, as in Michael. It seemed as if he was suspended in the air. His lines were so perfect, and he was so relaxed. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This young man, with the proper training, will be going somewhere. I hope his parents will seek summer programs at major companies so he can mature and hone his skills. On Point is where ballerinas shine. This year, Lexi Frank's point work as the Harlequin doll to Katie Higuchi's choreography led to the success of convincing the audience she was a toy. Megan Otrio's Sugar Plum was another standout throughout the show, particularly her dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, choreographed by Emily and Allie McKeon, and the coda, choreographed by their mother, Kathleen McKeon, where she was joined by Ms. Orikasa. She is an exceptionally strong dancer, and it is exciting to see one such as she have the opportunity to play a lead role in a classical ballet. Leah Levy, who you may remember as Claire last year, well now, she is a soloist in Chocolate with choreography by Jackie Doucette. Ms. Levy was a true standout. Her point work has matured considerably, as has her confidence. We will see her in larger roles in the future, I am certain. One of the high points of the Nutcracker second act is the appearance of Mother Ginger and her bonbons, as they call it. Again, this year, Tina Kailaponi took on the role of the humongous mom with her 7 dancing bonbons. There were some exciting cartwheels going on. Chloe Martinez was very solid performing Kathleen McKeon's Coffee choreography. This is the most exotic and sensuous solos in the ballet, and it is always an audience favorite. It features fluid athleticism coupled with lovely lines and breathtaking extensions. Momentum is developing a solid corps de ballet. I look for more of them to mature into point work soon. The choreography by Kathleen McKeon for their big number Snowflakes at the end of the first act and the Waltz of the Flowers toward the end of the second act is work that challenges the dancers and is beautiful at once. That visual beauty is fueled by the services of Maui's grande dame of costuming, Kathleen Schulz, along with her assistant Sam Maxwell. Ms. Schulz has access to a vast and comprehensive supply of costumes from her more than 3 decades of artistry. I'm pretty sure I saw a couple of Tristan Fong-designed gowns from one of our all-time best musicals, the Yeston Coppet Phantom, on a couple of the ladies in the opening party scene. Overall, the look of this show is one of the major contributors to its excellence. The Crystals and Snowflakes, Ms. Franks, Ms. Levy, and Ms. Martinez, and the Dewdrop, Oakley Thomas, Orchid as Ms. Levy, and Plumeria, Ms. Franks in Waltz of the Flowers, all had prima ballerina-worthy moments. As the spectacular Snow Queen, Quinn McCarty, who has stepped up big time from her lovely coffee last year, shows and points, lines, and extensions beautiful at once. After intermission and the maintenance crew has swept up the snow, we get one of the most adorable and lovable parts of the show, the angels and the cherubs carrying their candles and being ably shepherded by their guardians, Mila Krieg and Cassidy Nichols. Here we get a glimpse of what the future may hold for this company. It is clear this company is growing and maturing. They have several dancers, especially Master Higgins, Ms. Levy, Ms. McCarty, who get better every year, and I look forward with great anticipation to what the future holds for them. I wish there were as many boys as girls, but that will never happen. However, they should be going into the schools to find athletically inclined boys who have no interest in traditional sports. Dancers are the greatest athletes, and boys should not feel any stigma if they pursue a career in dance. Momentum Dance Maui has 3 more performances of Nutcracker Suites, Saturday the 20th and Sunday the 21st at 2 p.m. and Saturday evening at 7 p.m. Go take your family and friends to this visually spectacular, family-friendly holiday treat. Go to MauiOnStage.com for tickets and information. Next week, I'll have a review of the other Nutcracker ballet, the one performed by Alexander Academy Performing Arts at the Castle Theater of the Maui Arts and Cultural Center. Well, that's Curtain Call for this week. Mahalo nui loa for tuning in. I'm Paul James Brown. Maui strong. Mele Kaliki Maka and Ha'oli Makahiki Ho.